Focus now, West Virginia Congressman Riley Moore, who's been to Nigeria and helped prepare that report for President Trump. You have new developments, and welcome in Focus. Thank you.
Well, Harris, thanks for having me, and thank you for staying focused on this topic that many, unfortunately, are ignoring, but not you, so thank you for that so much.
Absolutely. What is the very latest that you have for us on this?
Well, we presented our report to the White House, and obviously we had talked about that previously, and this was pursuant to President Trump asking me and many other members of Congress, Republicans, to go to Nigeria, investigate, understand what's happening, particularly in the Middle Belt region of Nigeria, which we've talked about a lot. This is where a lot of this killing is going on. One of the things I think people that will find extremely shocking from this report is that the Fulani militants, these Islamic militants we've been talking about, they're getting paid by the Chinese who are operating illegal mining operations in Nigeria. So the Chinese go in, they don't have a permit to mine, and they will bribe people in that state to be able to mine, and then the protection money is then paid to the Fulani militants, who then use that money to then go murder and martyr Christians within Nigeria. So there's a lot to unravel here, but thank God President Trump has accepted this report. He is working so hard to bring the different sides together, the U.S. and Nigeria, but also our interagency coalition that we have going on, that we do have a plan and we are moving forward on this. So we do feel like we're taking good steps.
Well, and I know the president has fortified on the ground there with some military intelligence and military support, if you will, because the president there, who is Muslim but his wife is Christian, which is interesting there in Nigeria, has accepted some help to go after these killers. You mentioned mining. Is this over energy, any of this? I had not heard that from you.
No, this is rare earth. These are rare earth minerals that the Chinese are extracting there in Nigeria, illegally, by the way.
Okay. Thank you so very much for the latest on this. We'll have you check back again. I mentioned military in this whole scenario because the president does. We know he is serious. We know the president of Nigeria is doing what he can, so he says, but more can always be done to stop the killing. Representative Moore, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Harris.
Those involved in this illegal mining, they use choppers. They procure arms exactly the same way as our militants were doing in the South. They give them arms. They use choppers to come and cut away the gold. And they take them out of this country and make billions of U.S. dollars. And the federal government is not doing what it should be doing. I took this letter to the former president when I was national chairman of APC, and I said, call the general to give you more brief. In fact, what is happening, or what subsequently happened in that part of the country, was exactly what the general told me was going to happen. Because these guys have been weaponized by the illegal big men who deploy them, secure territories, and the weapon is meant to protect the Chinese and other foreigners who they actually employ to carry out the mining. And on occasion, they use the same weapon to carry out banditry, kidnapping, and all of the terrible things that are going on. Chief of Committee Chairman of Defense Staff, tell the defense I said so. That some retired military officers, army officers are involved in it. The day we can't tell the truth, this country cannot flourish. We can't change our, when it affects our people, we are at our best. We talk strong. Some other people appear to be above the law. That is what is going on with solid mineral. It is not that we don't know where it is. We have a whole survey of where we have what across the length and breadth of Nigeria. We also know, everybody complaining about certain people from certain nationalities.
And he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being, there is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara.
So, U.S. Congressman Riley Moore revealed that there is illegal mining in Nigeria. And not just illegal mining, the Chinese people, they are the ones sponsoring illegal mining. He said, earlier this week, I delivered my report to President Trump detailing the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. One key point that has been missing from much of the coverage is that the Chinese are running illegal rare earth mineral mining operations in Nigeria. They are paying protection money to radical Islamic terrorists who use that money to finance their operations to persecute, kill our brothers and sisters in Christ. This cannot continue. This is not the first time we are getting this alarm of illegal mining in Nigeria. Recall back forward to 2022 election campaign, where Najanatu Mohammed, APC woman that later became to PDP, she revealed that the terrorists are getting loads and loads of ammunition, but from their sponsors to aid illegal mining. She said that Zamfara alone has more gold, more than Ghana, but they don't want to mine it illegally. The governors, the politicians in the north, they are the ones aiding the illegal mining, using it to enrich themselves, using it to empower and sponsor terrorists. And not just that, Senator Adams Oshomole revealed that last year. That was in September, or I think September or October, if I'm not mistaken. He revealed that retired military generals are the ones that are doing illegal mining. The videos are all there. He said, why is it that the federal government puts so much energy to use helicopter to track those that are carrying out illegal bunkering? But why are they not also using that energy to track down those doing illegal mining? Now, U.S. has come to the picture. U.S. has uncovered that, and I think it's time to get serious with this illegal mining. Every time, since I was a child and now I've grown up, I continue to hear about illegal mining. When will the mining be legal? Or is it that we are always focusing on oil this, oil that? When this oil finish, what next? Nigeria has a lot of mineral resources, but we only focus on oil. It's so bad. And these northern politicians, the woman mentioned governors, but Adams Oshomole mentioned retired military officers, retired military generals are the ones carrying illegal mining. Adams Oshomole used the word chopper. He said they use chopper to deliver these mineral resources to them, to the Chinese and to whoever they are selling it to. When you see retired military generals, properties, you begin to wonder how he amassed such wealth. That is how they achieve it, through illegal mining, according to Adams Oshomole. And according to Najanatu Mohammed, she said there are a lot of mineral resources in the north. But the government, the governors, the politicians there, they are making us believe that there is nothing there. It's just maybe onions and tomato that we can get from the north. There are lots of mineral resources. They don't want it to be mined until the oil in the south will finish. Sometimes you see people rise up to agitate. Divide Nigeria. They say, no, you can. They are all preaching law of unity. When they see that there is some of these greedy politicians see that maybe the oil in the south has finished. And they say, it's time for us to agree to this division. Let's divide this country. This bias must stop. Every government that has come to rule Nigeria, democratic government, since the First Republic in 1999, they have turned blind eye to the illegal mining going on in the country. And now U.S. is revealing that the Chinese are the ones carrying this illegal mining, and they're using it to fund terrorism. Let me tell you how it happens. When illegal mining is done or is taking place, the Chinese people that are doing the mining wouldn't want the public to get to know what they are doing. So they will empower these terrorists, empower them with ammunition, empower them with funds and all of that, to continue to scare people away from getting to know what they are doing. And by empowering them, it won't stop there. So the ammunitions and the guns that you supply to them, they will use it for some other thing. And that's why kidnapping is all over the place. The soldiers, men, the Nigerian armed forces, the soldiers, the police, they complain that these bandits, these terrorists, they are wielding more sophisticated arms than the ones they are using. How did they achieve that? Illegal mine. And the only way to stop banditry in Nigeria is to cut off their funding, cut off those that are funding them and sponsoring them. And there is no other way than to do that, than to start eliminating these people sponsoring them. Focus on these illegal miners. Focus on those sponsoring them. Focus on those, making that illegal mining to continue in Zamfara, in Kwara, in many other, northern and southern states where these, rare earth minerals are in large quantity, commercial quantity. So it has to start now. It has to start now. And I'm glad that U.S. Congressman Riley Moore brought it up. They've investigated, and this is U.S. It's not Nigeria, where somebody will raise an alarm, they say he's politically motivated, he's obedient, he's articulated. This is U.S. Congressman, so he's not belonging to any political party. And I'm glad that he made such discovery. And I know U.S. for sure. Whether Tinubu government will work on it or not, U.S. will take it upon themselves to attack and to cut off this illegal mining done by the Chinese. So we cannot continue to allow this bias to continue. Everyone is focusing on oil when we have a lot of mineral resources. So the North is not only producing onions, tomato, and the likes. There is also mineral resources like gold. The woman said that there is more gold in Zamfara than in Ghana. Gold, magnesium, cobalt, and all of that. So this illegal mining, everyone must rise up to condemn it. And let's start mining legally. Do we need license from any subnational or from any sovereign government to start mining and then maybe selling it, doing deals with it? We have to start mining. There's nothing stopping Nigeria from doing the mining. Since few Chinese people can come and mine it and cut away and go away with it. So it has to start now.